Can we move or do we wait?
But the name we have been hearing who was going to Egypt and everywhere, no attention given to him. He's back here again. And the condition is still bad. And GAM.S.U is still out to try to make sure that people pay attention to this gentleman and then give him necessary help so that he can at least regain the health or the strength. He's somebody. So I think we can start a march first. Then we'll go to Israel. Just take this way. Wow, exactly. So, go on. Standing there, exactly where Omar Baro was shot down. Where the gentleman is standing there, this is exactly where Omar Baro was shot.
Yeah.
And you could see where the car is there, the van is exactly where Lamin Ibojan was shot dead, a Misra student. And as you move forward, you will see where exactly things happen. These are bloody and terrible students surrounded there. When you fall down over there, where the police normally stop. Okay, just for that high building there. This is the area where most of the students actually lost their lives. People are tortured at GTI and then they escape. They come out of different places. They convert to different places again. We attack the police again. Thank God, they could not overcome us. But by the grace of God, we are able to at least have Allah's guidance to rescue ourselves from them. When we took this is the street we took to PSTS. We were 17 plus other people and the body ones. We took this way to PSTS and we crossed the ice students complexly. So we took the Salma Vision Highway to this area. This is the area where almost all the scenario happens. Where dozens of students were captured, were handcuffed from this zone by the soldiers. We call them soldiers because they are wearing camouflage uniform. We tell them to the soldiers. This was the area where the whole team were around. The scenario that GBI, but this was the area exactly where students actually suffered in the hands of the security forces. Who was the first victim of April 11. This was the area the boy felt he was shot. This was the area he was shot. This was the exact area where the security forces, they already overcome the students. This was the exact area we were asked to squat on the ground. We were asked to sprawl on the ground here. This was the area when shooting was made. Unfortunately, we became the first victim of April 11 incident. This was the exact area. And as we move forward, we will explain to you because it's history. Whenever we are alive on that, it was one way because of the political state of this demonstration. And we must all know why this day. And this day we should all strive to make sure it becomes a national day in the country. We should dialogue and embark on dialogue. We should make sure justice takes its course. Gambian students should always try to unite forever and ever. Let's not accept to move by the words of dogmas, the principals and some other political psychopaths who will tell the students don't part of them to come to rebellious. It was Ibrahim Bari, a boy in grade 10 commerce, first class in secondary school, who was tortured to death by police officers, the fire police officers in Bikama. And a girl, Binta Mane, of 13 years, was raped at the Independence Stadium. This was during the inter-house competition. And exactly the students came out to fight for justice to make sure those who actually were the cause of the trouble were brought to justice. Unfortunately, things fall apart. To use the words of Chinu Akebe. Dialogue fails, and students took to the streets of Banjul and Serakunda on the 10th of April. When this happens at GTI at 6:30 a.m., most of us were there on April 10th, proper, 2000. When the para officers came, they dispersed the students. We went and ran in helter-skelter because there were not open firing. But because for the first time, Gambians are not used to the war system. We are not used to firing of the guns. So when that was hard, most of us were panicked and we had to run away. And there is a post at PCI where almost a dozen of us had to scale the barbed wire. And that's the area we had to still fall down, and then that place still stand as a memorial of what has happened. When we reach there, if it is not erected, we will be shown the place as well. And this was the area the chief of staff welcomed us and they spoke to us. And this area we are escorted, 7 of us. We were there for some time. Our chief came, he was also caught. The pickup of the soldiers. Then from there we missed the one. And since then I have I've decided to say I used to communicate with him, but I've never said I The Alagi Dabo, who was stuck, was beaten with the back edge of the gun on his stick. And then since then, most of us were puddled into the truck. We couldn't see each other again. It was around Amada Hospital when we escaped. We came back again because we saw that the students were killed. So we cannot escape as leaders of the union to leave the students to die in the hands of the psychopaths that I see. So the students made all efforts to make sure that justice takes its course. We came back around Iceman. Most of us took a cope again to Ice High School and BSTS, where we went to ask the students solidarity, and then they joined us. We took the Caraba Avenue towards Westfield, and there again we are overcome by the security forces. There again we are overcome by the security forces. It was unfortunate that shooting was made, and one Lamin F2A was shot on the leg, where actually this historical day took place. As far as I'm concerned, yes, I know, to make sure This is our union. And forever. Backwardly. Student solidarity forever. GAM.S.U has come to stay. Before we reach GTTI, the first bus I stopped in here, that came from Tabokoto. I joined the bus, school bus, to make sure the driver is halted at GTTI. I stopped the driver to make sure all the students are out of the bus. I met Omar there with some students from GTTI and some other schools. The Omar was started talking to the students so that we wait for the price to come, for the SOS, and the chief of staff. While that was done, the paramilitary came and said the student must disperse. And then the commander at the ground, on the ground rather, read the riot act. That's in the name of this Gambia, the students must disperse. If they don't disperse by peace, they will be dispersed by means of violence. And exactly it happens. Not dispersed because we are asking for justice. We are not revolutionaries. A negative revolutionaries. We mean justice in the right way. Exactly happens. They started using their trunkens to beat the students. There was a couple I can identify, I don't know his name. I told him, he said he is Sani. We did not give his first name. I went to him, that what you are doing to these sisters and brothers is unfair. Then I was sick on my bottom and I fell down. I fell unconscious for some time. I got up with my hands and my legs to run to the GTTI. There, I met two of the former executive members at the time. One of them was Alhaji Kamal. And the other one, was Sise, Hassan Sise. These were the people who actually ran to make sure and call the students. Alhaji Kamal was a student of GTTI. He knows the hiding places to make sure students are rescued from the brutal treatment of the soldiers at the time. Unfortunately, we are met there. We are also treated there very mercilessly, inhumanly, and ungodly. We left that area, we escaped from them, we scaled again to talk to students to come back. Let's go and talk to them, they are human beings like us. I went towards the couple again, that these are your brothers and sisters. Don't treat them like this. If you do it to somebody's brother and sister, tomorrow somebody will do it to your sister and brother. And he complies. He stopped it, but a van came from the Banjul end with Gambia High School students and some other passengers. The car was asked to stop. Before the driver could stop going at the high speed, an innocent driver. The car was shot at and the man nearly lost his balance. The car was parked. The students were asked to come out of the car. A girl by name Senat Sisi, in the high school gate at the time, was close to the people because she was using earphone. Workman. She was asked to come out by force. Because he would come out, she was inhumanly dragged from the van. She fell down, and then the para uniform man started dancing on the girl's face, every part of her body. The girl was admitted for almost 3 months at the Today, I don't know her whereabouts. She was a student at grade 12, Gambia High School at the time. So you could see, from the synopsis I'm trying to give you, the cause of April 9/11 was junior and senior students, not the capital students. But we all had to come out to fight for justice. So if they should say, students don't be part of GAM.S.U, they are cheating you, not cheating me. Within the soonest possible time, I will leave the barracks of being a student, as far as Gambia is concerned. The only place I can attend is university, and I'm finishing with that place. You are students. Always use diplomacy. Always use simplicity. Englishman says, when simplicity fails, brutality solves. Exactly it happens April 9/11. When GAM.S.U adopted all simplicities, it fails because they were the authorities were stereotyped that GAM.S.U is rebellious. Oppositions are using GAM.S.U against the government. That was why the whole thing was masterminded. Unfortunately, things went out of hand. But that was never the intention of GAM.S.U leadership at the time. We thought we are fighting for justice. Justice, wherever you are fighting for justice, people must not come and then interplay with justice. Justice must have been seen done, must have been seen acted as justice. Whether my father is the head of APRC or UDP or NLP or GAMBIA, says GAMS is sponsored by a political party or an opposition. It's the biggest lie in the world. And I'll repeat, that is the biggest lie in the world. GAM.S.U is never sponsored by anybody. President, in those days, Laura is a sponsor of the Students' Union. From there, JAMMEH came as the president who was sponsoring GAM.S.U. After everything 11 happens, people stereotyped him and told him all encyclopedia of lies. That GAM.S.U is opposition and blah, blah, blah. President JAMMEH also paid heed to those erroneous ideas and advices because they are psychopaths. They are selfish people, but history will judge everybody one by one in this country. President JAMMEH also took the advice because they are his personal advisors. Without consulting, he also took the advice. Unfortunately, up to date, the $10,000 in GAM.S.U benefit from Gambia government has been seized, and then the fund has now been diverted somewhere else. Where else? GAM.S.U cannot tell, but GAM.S.U suspects somebody. But history will judge. GAM.S.U will never forgive, and will never forget the perpetrators of April 10 and 11. We will only put ahead with the government to develop this country because we are youth and we must take the political vacuum of this country one day. This is Timbex. This is the area where many students again were shot. A gentleman by the name Modlanin Guy, this was the exact angle he was shot. I could not attempt him because the fire was too much, so I had to rescue myself. This was the area Modlanin Guy was shot. And then where the red car is, that was the exact area where Karamo Barrow was a stone of ice. This was the area they were coming. There. Firing was made. Karamo Barrow fell down. There was Karamo Barrow as well. So this was one of the areas which was also bloody on the day proper of April 10 and 11. I am not giving you this because I know all. The one I know is what I'm saying. Thousands of events are there I don't even know. Because when we are arrested here, they are taking us to Minum Barracks. That's at Amada Hospital, we escaped. We ran back again because we don't want to see our brothers dying like that. So we ran again to join the students. Then we took Charles down end. Then the attack was made at Bundum police station. I can't talk to the students. That's the time I sustained injuries on my face. Because we don't want to destroy public properties. Instead, we are fighting for justice. If they are beating us, let's put God there. I sustained injuries from the students. That's the time I hate my name. Because the way my name was called that day, it was like a bushfire. I hate my name that day. Because most of the time have to seek refuge somewhere. Some in compounds, some in elsewhere. But I felt we should not escape. So I had to call both of those guys to come to the ground again. They are boring tires. That's the brothers speed and they could escape again. Firing was made. Nobody sustained injury. Nobody was actually killed. So we escaped from there with angry mouths around the place. Attacked. This was the area. Now that unfortunately happened. When the police station was set on fire. When the students actually told us we were trying to make sure nobody's attacked public property because these are our properties. Whether it's government or not, who caused this thing? We don't care about that. What we care is that we justice is called for. Whereas, at the 5 people joined the union and they start committing the whole thing. Seraguna police was also attacked. And unfortunately, when we were arrested, taken towards Bakoda end, we met a gang of students also there. With some APRC gentlemen and a prison officer. I identified 3 police officers whose names still are in my mind. I identified KMC officers who were there, and KMC 32, a pickup was present there with KMC officers, and a commander of KMC was there as well. Soldiers were there, PI officers were there, so nobody can tell who actually made those killings. One thing I can say for certain as far as I'm concerned, people kill innocent Gambians. Most of them were using military uniforms, whether they are soldiers or not. Some of them were hanging guns, these short guns. Would I call it Andrew's Transnico? I don't know. But it was, I suspect it was AK-47 known as Andrew's Transnico. AK-47 known as Andrew's Transnico 47. And the long gun was seen with somebody else. I think it was there, and we saw all these things. So that's why my opinion was like, these were the very guns you guys. So students were killed unnecessarily. GAM.S.U will not forgive and will not forget. We always have to have the government to develop the country. But whatever government does in this country, if it is wrong, we have the right to tell the government this is wrong. And we have the right to suggest to the government. Because we are students. Students are level-headed. Let's not use sentiments anywhere. Let's make sure when the government does something wrong, we come out actively and tell the government this is wrong and suggest solutions to this. We don't have to only condemn. We have to be solution oriented. Was somewhere around here. This was the exact area I can estimate he was shot. And then I came in to help the Red Cross personnel to put the gentleman in that Pajero, white Pajero, and deep inside. Then he was whisked to our village. And where others killed, these were the very people I can remember exactly where they were killed. And even his combine, when I've not known him, he was left behind there. I said to people, Nusra student died. Unfortunately, his combine was shot. This is his combine. He was shot on the neck. This is the life of his combine. He is the student hero, the Gambian students. There are many, but this is a hero. When this one was shot, I tell you what, so we call a student hero. First class student hero. Because this was still, if you visit him, you can't see him from his eyes. You see him with his still smiles. Because he has faith in God. So I call him student hero, first class no matter. And from today, GAM.S.U would crown him as student hero, extraordinary, plenipotentiary. His family will be from today, student hero, first class, extraordinary, plenipotentiary. He has the biggest say as far as GAM.S.U is concerned. Anything GAM.S.U is doing, if you don't consult, if you don't get in touch with his family, you don't consult him and his team, you are doing justice. You are doing injustice to justice. Let's make sure his family is always consulted in all what you are doing. He is alive today with us. And let's not forget him. We made courtesy call to him. But then whatever GAM.S.U is doing, what we can do is to make sure we seek assistance to his family and many others. But his first case is protected and sad. This is why he is that if you don't move him, you cannot move. Whatever his one needs must be done by people. Yusuf has an aging mother who is a veteran teacher, an aging father who is very old. All hopes in the family were bestowed on Yusuf. Yusuf was gone down to be killed. Allah says you will not die. Please, international world, GAM.S.U is out to seek for assistance to help our generous brother, our Yusuf Mbai. All Gambian students, let's put hands on deck. We assist his combine. Let's resort to dialogue to make sure authorities make a sober reflection in their minds and help this poor man. His Mumbai father and mother have been paying taxes, and his father has been taking out allocated. Anytime mother was going to this man, they will say, I don't have an idea about it. I was advised to touch it. Until the father had to discharge him from allocation. He was gone to Egypt on the pretext of giving medical attention. This father is alive, he can tell you more. This father was never given medical attention. This father was flown back to the Gambia. This father is still in pain. Is this the way to treat an innocent student? Is this the way to treat an innocent child? Is this the way to treat a child? Is this the way to treat human beings? Where is justice? Where is democracy? Is democracy sleeping? Is justice sleeping? Are they in graves? GAMS will not forgive the perpetrators of April 10th, 11. If there is any other day, that's what we remember in the Gambia. It's April 10 and 11 is the students were killed unnecessarily. Students are gone down. GAMS will not forgive the people who caused this. We were beaten. We were killed unnecessarily. But Allah will not forgive you, and history will judge everybody one day. Those who killed the Gambian students, Allah will punish you. We have no power. Allah is omnipotent and omniscient. Allah will surely judge, and history will take its course on everybody. We know it's sad and it's hard. Everybody is it. But it's like any other day in the Gambia has to remember. It's September 11. Why the need for September 11 holiday in the Gambia? When America is telling where the victims were, we are not giving a public holiday. Why not September 11 incident? If National Second Celebration was given a public holiday, if Gambia's independence celebration was given public holiday in the Gambia, why not September 11? This is where injustice is sleeping. Let justice come out and take justice on just people. Gambian students, let's rise up now to continue in the struggle in a positive manner. Rebellion will not solve. Anybody who says GAMS is rebellious, the party is a liar. Anybody who says GAMS is rebellious, the party is a liar. GAMS is the most patriotic student body you can ever see in the world. As far as I'm concerned, anybody who says opposition sponsors GAMS is a lie. As far as I'm concerned, anybody who says opposition sponsors GAMS is a lie. No opposition ever sponsors GAMS programs. We don't even have interest in opposition much more with government. We just work with government to make sure there's development. But we are not doing this because we are not a government. We can stand on our own, but we see government cannot develop without students, and students cannot progress without government. So we must work harmoniously. People say a lot, and people murmur a lot, that GAMS.U has planned to demonstrate again. And President JAMMEH has made this settle to obstruct the peace of the Gambian students so that they will not celebrate this day. And my reply was, as far as I'm GAMS.U president, and as far as we have Gambian students, in solidarity and unity, this day will be commemorated in Gambia and will take a march past. And thank God for the foresight of the foreign IGP, Captain Baji, who made all efforts to make sure GAMS.U is on the streets to celebrate this day, because he's a man of foresight. He's a man who has leadership capabilities. He can think ahead, unlike those sycophants who are hypocrites to tell the government GAMS.U is rebellious. Or else we would have suspended our cleansing service yesterday. We will not go and clean. We can sit down on our feet, but we went out to clean the nation, because historian Adoquine says, men sanoa in corporate sanoa. Healthy minds are found in healthy bodies. So we have to go and clear environment, because we are students, we have healthy minds. We have healthy minds, we develop progressively. We will appeal to the Gambia government to make sure this day, or these days, become either a national holiday or becomes a school holiday for the Gambian students. We should all continue to struggle for this issue that Gambia government should consider, having given September 11 as complete holiday in Gambia. When Gambian, we are going down. because they are stuck inside. Just came out. Out of 8:08, PIU came to ask the students to disperse. We check them PIU because they are wearing police intervention unit uniform. So we call them PIUs. And the Umar Youth spoke to them in a nice and mature way as a leader with both sides. Some of them understood, and then they withdrew back and understood and made commandments. Others started torturing, started making tear gases, making open firing. When students are out, not to destabilize the country, but to make sure there is peace and justice. Students are beaten down. Students are cased like monkeys from their homes. They expect students to go to the bush. Allah will not forgive them. Allah will judge everybody. Whoever has a hand in April 2011, whoever has been a perpetrator, who was a hypocrite in April 2011, usually, he has to hold us down. I will judge you. If they are trying to inform you, Allah will judge anybody who has taken this justice. Don't do your family. Don't do your police. Don't do your forget. April, 10, and 11. No executive, under no circumstance, should make sure this program is in closed doors as well as we are doing. You go to the mosque and recite Quran, it's good. But you have to come out to the streets and show the nation that this is the union. The people said they are rebels. How can you look at innocent students and say they are rebels? How can you look at innocent students and say they started firing at the security forces? Innocent students, without even a pen at the time. You said they started firing at the students. They started shooting at the students, at the security forces. How is that possible? Look at the civilized students. You call them rebels? Because the rebels look like a student. That was an insult, the biggest insult in the Commonwealth. Allah will not forgive them. History will judge them one by one. This was the area from this side, the left there is where exactly the PIU made their queue and others were running in helter-skelter, saying if you want to stop the nation today, you will all sin in blood. Others were proclaiming as their song. But if you want to stop the country's peace, you will sin in blood. Some of the Iranians and very unpatriotic uniform personnel were saying these things. How can you tell your fellow human being that if you don't establish peace in this country, you will sin in blood? Are you God? You are not God. You are only a human being with flesh and blood. You only have your weapons at possession. And somebody was there before you. And where are those type of fans today? Some are in prison. Some are sacked. Some will join the prison very soon. Some are now in desperate life. Because there are those psychopaths who are misleading the present country. This is why President Jammeh should be careful. He should make sure he uproots all those psychopaths, all those hypocrites in his government. If he wants to have the support, full support of the government students, he must uproot all those undesirable elements from his government. If that is done, sure, the students will join hands with him. But if that's not done, we will join with him to develop the country, but we cannot give him a full heart. All those psychopaths, some of them are in prison, and some will soon join them, and some will soon be expelled from the government, because they are psychopaths, they don't have trust in God, and Allah will soon punish them. Allah will soon take actions on them. This was the exact area where alarm was made, and exactly this point, the commanding officer stood to say, and to he read out the riot act that the students must disperse in the name of justice, or they will face the penalty. All of you came this side to the students, and then most of us had to run inside to escape, rescue ourselves because of the open firing, because they are not military. This cut tree here, this twin tree, was an alive tree by then. Then most of us had to come and sit on the top of the roof here to wait for justice to take action. This was the tree. When it was not cut, it was the area when students gathered around to wait for more people to take the authorities so that peace takes its action. You could see a fallen bar way over there. There was the area most of us escaped. They escaped. Behind this car there, fence there, car where. Area exactly still fallen. You see, still remain. Because area most of us stay to escape. But Gambian students, it's not meant to come to aggravate situation. It's not meant to annoy one party or the other. So reflection. This is why the only part I have to say as far as duty and responsibility is concerned is the party. He is a man of foresight. He is one of the only that.
Betul nak dia bayar bejan. Betul nak dia.
Gambian students, let's always make some reflections. Let's always embark on dialogue. Brutality will never stop anything. Let's always make sure we dialogue with the authorities. I am 100% sure the president of this country, I never voted for President JAMMEH. I have never voted for him. But I know for one thing, that he's a young man and he has intellectual foresight. He thinks progressively, not retrogressively. Only that those psychopaths advise him wrongly. Me and my executive, as far as GAM.S.U is concerned, we will only forgive when the perpetrators of April 11 are put to justice. We will always work hand in hand with the president. We will only give him full heart when those undesirable elements are deeply removed from his government. These are the bad people who are misinterpreting Gambian. This is why personally I have never voted for President Gambian. Me, I will say it outside, I have never voted for him. Because there are people in this government I hate, so I totally hated on him. He has to uproot all those bad people in his government. I am telling you, if he does that, Billah Wallah Tallah, he can become life president of the Gambia. Then I will assure you that. If you uproot all the, where are some of them? Some are in my too. They are bad people, they are those liars who told President GAM.S.U is rebellious, GAM.S.U is my opposition. And some have been sacked, and many more will be sacked, because they are those liars who misinformed the president. On that note, we have 5 minutes challenge before you enter the hall, before you enter GAMBIA, in memory of our fallen heroes. And a heroine, a girl whose name could not be identified from the town combo. This one by student hero, first class, extraordinary, plenipotentiary. GAM.S.U crowns him from grade upwards. And then we are here, this is this one by. This one by needs health attention. This one by needs attention, take attention to that matter. Because this one by is somebody who is still handicapped. He is almost paralyzed. But you can't tell by looking at him because he's always smiling. He has faith in God. From there, that's why GAM.S.U said he is student hero, first class. Extraordinary, plenipotentiary. If you go by the laws of the International Court of Justice, extraordinary plenipotentiary has all the powers. Extraordinary plenipotentiary. Even in the espionage section, if you are called espionage extraordinary plenipotentiary, if you are on the surveillance section in the intelligence service, you are called extraordinary plenipotentiary. That has crowned you all. You are all knowing almost as far as that work is concerned. This somebody is the father and everything of GAM.S.U as far as GAM.S.U is concerned. Let's make sure we strive well, shake hands with the government, but don't compromise with the laws of the Gambia. Let's respect Gambian laws. We must also respect GAM.S.U constitution. If these two laws are respected by Gambian students, I'm sure there will be no problem in the Gambia. It was the government. GAM.S.U was formed in 1967. Remember, it was NOX, National Union of Gambian Students. It was registered as GAM.S.U on the 11th December 1990. Okay, then, that is GAM.S.U. In the meantime, because we are in marching to follow, we still be patient. Let nobody provoke peace. Let's provoke, put it on the direct element that GAM.S.U is this. Let's put that GAM.S.U is more mature than you expect it to be. This lesson under me, even my name has a stereotype. I'm not and Gambian students. We are mature, we are out for dialogue, we are out for peace. We don't care amount of security you have. We don't care amount of what you have. AK-47, MC-24, automatic rifles, snare and the fields. We don't care. We pursue justice. Let's work hand in hand with YAYA JAMMEH, not APRC, with YAYA JAMMEH, as the president of the Gambia, because he has leadership on both sides. Politics take part in any political party you want to take part. But national development, if we say national development, let them should come forth and fight to make sure we lead in national development. On that note, let's have 5 minutes silence. The bereaved or the lost, the parent souls. After which we can go inside to do a sober, nice. Development time, let's develop. Unionism time, let's set aside and develop ourselves. The new one, all the listeners, give our own
أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله يا عباد الله اتقوا الله ربكم هو عز وجل كما قال رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم الحق الحق والباطل باطل ثم نتكل. يا إخوة الطالب والطالبات في كل مكان في الغامبيا هنا، اليوم يوم الذي لا يمكن أن نتفكر كذلك حتى نأكل شيئا. هناك أخونا وبعد منهم مروا وليس منا هنا اليوم. أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أيضا كما قال القرآن يا أيها الذين آمنوا فاصلحوا بين أخويكم ولا تفرقوا. My colleagues, fellow students, this is the day that we cannot ever forget in our life. If there is 1,000 days to commemorate in this country, I think April 10 and 11 is one of them. When innocent students were tortured unnecessarily, some were even tortured up to date without even a say of word by the government. That is injustice. And we are part of APRC government. In terms of development, in terms of politics, we never support them. We will not support them. In terms of development, we are part and parcel. We are partners in development, but in terms of politics, we are no more part of APRC government. Let's try to say the truth when it's time for truth. Let us not try to fool each other. We will never promise you that we will follow you in terms of politics. In terms of development, we are part of you. I will make clear to every Gambian that we are students, we are not rebels, we are not notorious. But history judges itself. As some of the people we are saying we are notorious, we are someone, so I cannot say it, but some of them are now in prison, some of them are fired. History will judge. We are still moving, we are still working. As a gentleman, we are gentlemen. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. Ar-Rahman Ar-Rahim. Malik Yawmiddin. Iyyaka na'budu wa iyyaka nasta'in. Ihdina as-siratal mustaqim. صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين. ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار. ربنا لا تزغ قلوبنا بعد إذ هديتنا وهب لنا من لدنك رحمة إنك أنت الوهاب. ربنا اغفر لنا ولإخواننا الذين سبقونا بالإيمان ولا تجعلوا في قلوبنا غلا للذين آمنوا ربنا إنك رؤوف رحيم. ربنا اغفر لنا أبواب رحمتك. ربنا افتح لنا أبواب نعمتك. يا الله يا رحمن اغفرهم وارحمهم واجعلهم من الصادقين. يا الله يا رحمن اكفر أقوان الطالب يا أرحم الراحمين. يا الله يا رحمن اكفر إخواننا الطالب والطالبات. يا الله يا رحمن افتح لنا أبواب رحمتك. يا الله يا رحمن يا رحيم يا ملك القدوس يا جبار يا متهيم يا متكيم يا عزيز يا لطيف يا وهاب يا كريم يا ودود يا ذي الجلال والإكرام. الحق الحق والباطل باطل. صدق الله العظيم.
We quickly march inside and we get to the hall and we start our symposium as we are scheduled to study. In a gentlemanly way as we are expected to be, let's be patient. Allah will judge the cycle comes. Allah will judge the GAM.S.U will not judge. Don't be afraid. The GAM.S.U is possible justice. Perpetrators, Allah will judge them. May God judge the undesirable elements who cause April 10 and 11. We march forward to the hall and we have our peaceful program. Let's not provoke peace. Let's be peaceful because we have people who are supporting us and then we have left all their valuable job. They have joined us. Please, let's go in a nice way. But before we leave, let's respect our national anthem and please, we kindly sing in a low voice, a nice and a voice too. Please, after a tune of 3, let's please have a national anthem.
Let me make my statement clear that we are part of APRC government in terms of development. In terms of politics, we all have our political affiliation. That's what I want to say. In terms of development, we are part of government. We are partners. We are partners in development. When it's time for politics, we all have our political affiliation.
Alright, we have got him right and he has cleared it again. For the sake of the ones who can listen but can understand the language itself. Because it's like that sometimes you say something, some psychopaths will go and say, so and so says this. Because it's the level of their intelligence. But we are so, we understand what it means. So let's actually count of 2. Let's please sing our national anthem. We move forward and have our symposium. 1, 2. Mr. Most High. Before we start getting into the program, Mr. Proper, may we invite any